Now, we all know cardio burns calories, but if you do too much, it can lead to burnout. And then your cortisol will go up, which is the stress hormone, and you will keep the fat around your belly. So too much cardio is actually bad. So yeah, cardio burns calories, but burns fat. If you can't get rid of your belly fat, even though you're eating less, maybe you've tried all these different diets, you're trying more cardio, you're trying to reduce your carbs or your fats or your sugars, you tried Slimming World, you tried Weight Watchers, and nothing's working, this is the video for you. So you want to feel good in your clothes again, obviously, and it's really demotivating for my clients if they can't lose the weight before they join my program. So in this video, I'm going to help you with just one action point that you can work on this week, and hopefully this will start working for you pretty soon. So I'm Brandon, a personal trainer and creator of the Waistline Reset Method. If you want confidence in your body, if you want freedom around food, and if you want results that last long term, so week after week consistently, then this is my 5-step method. So I help women over 30 reset their hormones, boost their metabolism, and train their mindset to avoid anything like guilt when it comes to food mainly. So inside the WRM, I help remove frustration and self-doubt, and also increase your accountability and productivity, which leads to consistent results week after week. You don't have to obsess over food or cardio to make this work. So if you want to learn more about the full PT program, there's a link in the description to book a free consultation with me. So how do you lose belly fat after 30? I've been helping clients 30, 40, 50. My oldest client was 60 years old and she still lost belly fat in 3 months for the wedding that she went to. But the thing is, after 30, you don't want to be cutting back on your calories too much because that can actually backfire the older that you get. So after 30, your hormones change. Your estrogen goes down. This will lead to more belly fat. And that also affects your insulin. And your insulin makes you crave junk food, so you're going to eat more saturated fats and give in to temptations. And that's how you feel more guilty, and it's not even your fault, it's just your hormones. Just like my other clients as well, you'll also experience energy dips. So just before your workout, you might just crash and not even want to do the session. But my clients don't really let me down. But low motivation is a big one just because of this hormone change. Another thing is your cortisol will go up, which is a stress hormone, and that'll signal to your body to store more fat. So then you'll gain more weight around your belly section as well. So with the hormone change, you're now protecting your fat rather than burning it, no matter how much cardio you do. So it's not really a motivation issue, it's more of a survival issue. Your body's trying to survive and hold on to all the fat it can, and that just happens to be around the belly. The number one thing I teach my clients online is to lift some weights. Not heavy weights, doesn't have to be too heavy, but you want to increase your metabolism, and that happens when you build muscle. Another way of thinking about this is toning up. You want to lose weight, but you want to tone up as well, so you have some definition. You also want to lower your stress levels. So anything that's happening at work or with your kids or anything, try and lower your stress levels and try to be in control of how you feel. This is pillar 2 out of 5. This is how to tone up. Now, we all know cardio burns calories, but if you do too much, it can lead to burnout. And then your cortisol will go up, which is the stress hormone, and you will keep the fat around your belly. So too much cardio is actually bad. So yeah, cardio burns calories, but muscle burns fat. So even if you're sitting on the sofa like me, your body's at rest, but you're still burning calories because you've toned up. That is the secret of boosting metabolism and reducing your waistline. So if you like what we're talking about here, this is what I want you to do in your action steps, is focus on strength. Make sure you're not going to exhaustion with your cardio. Just go a bit easy on the cardio, 2 to 3 days max. But for lifting weights, you want to do 3 times a week. This is what I do with all my clients and it works. You will turn your body into a fat burning machine just by building a little bit of muscle, just a little bit. And it will happen on autopilot. Like I said, sitting here, doing anything in life, even just lying in bed, you'll still be burning calories. And that's the difference. But I'm not going to overwhelm you with information. The one thing I want you to do this week, because it's easy to do one thing. If I give you 5 things, you won't do any of them. One thing to do is a 3-day split at the gym. So you can do cardio another day. So that's 4 days max, right? One of them days should be a half an hour walk. That's the cardio. Then I'd do, say, Monday, leg day. And you want to lift some weights. You don't want to do classes, because classes there's no weight involved except for your body weight. So you want to lift proper weights out in the big gym area. And then maybe Wednesday, you want to do upper body. So that's another strength training session out in the gym. And then maybe Friday, if that's your day 3, you can do metabolic conditioning, or Metcon for short. This means you're doing HIIT training. I think most people know what HIIT training is, with weights. So it's even better because that'll still burn calories at rest, hours after the workout. So it's pretty simple. Just lift weights Monday, Wednesday, Friday, do legs, upper and Metcon. And if you're struggling to think about what exercises to do each day, I've linked the free guide in the description and it tells you exactly which exercises to do. and that's just under the 30-minute consultation call. So you can book a call with me and then download that if you want. I'll just go a little bit more into detail on Metcon because it's a bit harder than legs or upper day. An example is kettlebell swings. You want to bend your legs at the bottom, straighten your legs at the top and keep your back straight at all times. And you want to take the weight to about chin level. In the free guide, it tells you exactly how many reps and sets to get and how much to rest for. Another exercise on Metcon is the sled push. This is one of the best ones to reduce the fat all over your body, and especially on your belly if that's where most of the fat's kept. Number 3 is ball slams. This is a great explosive exercise. Target your core, target your shoulders and your legs and your lower back, so pretty much full body movement. And then one more example is the squat to ball toss. You just want to throw a ball up at the wall without hitting your nose on the way back down like some of my clients do. And in the waistline reset method, you can actually get home workouts that are tailored just to you, depending on if you've got a yoga mat, if you've got a few dumbbells or just body weight, and you can still lose fat no matter if you do it at home or at the gym. A real example of how this works is my client Denisa, who came to me wanting to lose belly fat. Instead of pushing her onto another strict diet, we used the 5-stage waistline reset method and it worked. Now she's been with me a year and she doesn't want to give up the gym. Whereas at first she was terrified of stepping foot in the gym. Her waist, she says, was way too big for how she liked it. She had low self-esteem, she wanted this body that she's seen online, and I said I was going to make it my mission to get it for her. Now the funny thing is, she only lost 8 pounds on the scale, but visually, her body is totally reshaped. So her waist is tightened, her stomach's flattened, her legs are more shaped. This is exactly what she wanted, and she didn't even know it. She said, I need to lose weight. I was thinking, you don't need to lose weight, I know exactly what you need, and she says, yeah, that's true. So she trusted me on the program and it's paid off. But more importantly than just the body that she got, she actually felt good in her body again. And it's about the feeling. Every single day you're walking around proud, you're looking in the mirror, you're trying on dresses that you want in your size. And all she did was trusted me on the first day she met me. It was great. She wasn't starving herself anymore, she was eating better, she trained smarter, and then she finally started building momentum week after week. And now she's a year into the program and she doesn't even want to quit the gym. She was terrified of joining the gym at the start. So that shows you what can happen if you just trust the process and have someone guiding you each step of the way. Now, information isn't going to get you anywhere. Action and consistency is what's going to get you somewhere. That's going to bring you the results. So if you're ready to do this, this is my program, this is my offer that I want to share with you. My waistline reset method has 5 parts to the system and I'm going to share it all with you right now. Number 1, a system that fits your life. So you don't need more motivation, you just need a plan that works around your lifestyle, your energy and your time. Number 2, enjoyable nutrition, not restriction. We keep the carbs, we keep the flavour, we build a plan that you actually want to stick to and not suffer through. Number 3, train for enjoyment, not punishment. Exercise should lift up your confidence, not break you down. So this is no guilt, no exhaustion, just simple, consistent workout sessions. Number 4 is progress comes from consistency, not perfection. There's no more all or nothing mindset that all my clients have faced before they started joining me. I literally talk them out of it in the first month or 2. So we build habits that last and never shame you if you go wrong. Even when life gets messy, you'll still show up. And number 5 is really crucial. Nurture your self-esteem and your results become easier to keep because people lose 3 stone and then they gain back 6. You need to forget what the scale says for just a moment. Lasting change starts with body confidence. So low self-esteem and emotional eating actually play a bigger role than any diet. That's why mindset is built from day 1. And we do this throughout the entire program. So let's see if this approach fits your body, fits your lifestyle. So if you want to book a free 30-minute consultation, it's the first link in the description. It's free and we can walk through the entire program to see if you're happy with it. If you're not ready for that yet, there's also the action point that I want you to do this week, which is the PDF on the free guide. So legs, upper body, Metcon. Link in the description. Try it for a week or 2 and tell me your results. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.